Hi, here I am. I just wanted to talk about the importance of jumping, right? As we get older, why do we want to jump? We want to jump to strengthen our bones. That's why we want to jump. That resistance, particularly if you are suffering from osteoporosis or weakening of the bones or anything like that, the importance of having impact onto your bones is an incredibly powerful thing for your body to kick in its repair mechanism and strengthen your bones. Now, I want to give my disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I am not a bone specialist or anything like that. I'm just a crazy woman who does suffer from early onset osteoporosis, which is osteoporosis. Diagnosed at 52, I'm now 59. I want to share with you some of the things that are impactful for strengthening your bones. And one of them is having a diet and high protein. Part of the reason why I got early onset osteoporosis, and normally osteoporosis doesn't really happen until you're in your later 60s or 70s is normally when you start to get it. I got it through being malnourished and not eating any protein. I virtually would be lucky to have 30 grams of protein a day. That's how malnourished I was, being a bad vegetarian. Now that I'm a good, I have really good dietary habits now. I prioritize protein in my life. So daily I will make sure that I'm eating high protein, and it's been very beneficial. But at the same time, we still need to do resistance training, and everybody knows that. It's really good for your bone density to do resistance training. Also, it is good to provide some impact. Now, this is a catch-22 situation. Remember my disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. So check this out and, ask a physiotherapist or whatever. But the fact that you cause a little bit of pushing against and impact on your bones does kick in your body's ability to strengthen those bones, right? This is just what I know, I've researched. You look it up, you research it yourself as well. But it makes absolute sense, right? It's a great way of strengthening our bones. And we did it as kids. We jumped everywhere. We climbed up on things and jumped off things. We played hopscotch, all of that. Great way to strengthen your bones. So find yourself a step, right? And it doesn't need to be anything major. If you've got steps in your house, you could use those, and then you could hold onto a handrail while you're doing your jumping. I strongly suggest that you start just jumping on the spot. And like I said, you have to keep in mind that jumping will cause some impact on your joints. So it's a catch-22 situation of doing this. Only do so much which is comfortable. Make sure you're wearing really good padded shoes, and perhaps you're jumping on rubber mats as well, which will help the impact on your joints. But the idea is to give some impact on the bones, so the bones kicking the mechanism to actually get stronger. This is the idea, strengthening your bones. So you could just start by jumping on the spot, just like this. That's enough. But once you've been doing this, and if you want to incorporate a skipping rope, because that's really good. Even do this, really good. This is impacting, right? If your body is not used to it. Once your body gets used to it, and I would suggest jumping on and off steps, right? Some sort of step. You don't need a whole lot of steps, you just need one step. I've got one step here. It's quite a tall step, it's about 20 centimeters tall. And just jumping onto and off that is incredible. So here, like that, And it feels weird. It feels really, really weird in the beginning. It's quite hard to do. It's quite challenging because we're not used to jumping. As we are older, we don't do this. Why would you? We don't need to. We don't have this kind of mentality to think, oh, I'm going to jump everywhere like we did as we were kids. So, and it does, do feel the jar throughout your whole body. But keep in mind, I have the understanding that doing this strengthens all my bones. So that's really important. So you might initially only do 3 or 4 or 5. Right? And you'll find the more that you do it, your dexterity gets better, your balance gets better. But in the beginning, you might just have to jump on the spot, right? Not jump up and down a step. And then if you have stairs in your home and you've got a handrail, that's brilliant. But initially, you might need to hold on, right? And hold on to the side, just to get your balance, to give yourself balance as you do the jump. But I do recommend it. Give it a go. You're not going to damage yourself, you're going to strengthen your bones. Is that what you're going to do? But like I said, and my disclaimer, don't do it enough that you're going to jar your body. It depends on your age. And if you've never done it before, then I suggest even just jog on the spot. Move to some little jumps like that if you've never done any. But if you're in your late 40s, early 50s, I would give it a go and work on improving that jumping, right? Because all you're going to do is improve your health, strengthen your bones. You're going to also improve your dexterity. You're going to improve the ability to prevent yourself from having falls, right? So the more nubile you are, and the fact that you can jump and do this kind of nubile movements, maybe that's 2 steps. The more you're doing it, the stronger you get. It's like anything, right? And the stronger you get, the more you will assist yourself as you get older, if you keep doing it, okay? You'll prevent yourself from having falls, and that is incredibly important. It's particularly incredibly important for somebody like me who does have osteoporosis issues. If I didn't do this and didn't try and strengthen my bones and my dexterity and the ability for my movements and to catch myself, I would be more likely to really hurt myself if I had a fall. So in my mind, this is a much better option. I have 2 animals. I've got a small little white dog, a Pomeranian, and I have a cat. And they are both always under my feet and they're wanting attention, especially around dinner time. So to have that dexterity about yourself is incredibly important, that you've got the reflexes to catch yourself if you tripped, and or you know anything, if the animals came in your feeding or anything like that. Strengthen your body whilst you can. I can't stress that enough. The importance of strengthening your body while you have your movements and are young enough to do it and keep doing it. Because if you leave it until you are not mobile or you're just doing your beach walks, which is lovely, it's not enough. Add this in as well, because this will really improve your health. Do your beach walks, add in sprinting, add in this jumping and a little bit of resistance training, and you'll be set. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Hope you are all great wherever you are in whatever part of the world you're in. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, that's from me today. Bye.